guys, this is Sahil. So in this video I'm gonna share my experience for the last 6 months in a startup. So I got the chance to intern for the 6 months at Fitso. Fitso is a health and fitness startup which is growing at a very great pace. So Fitso you can look over the Google. In this video I'm gonna share and highlight the important features and methodologies implemented by me over the 6 months. So at Fitso I was basically working on the backend part, it has the whole backend is developed in PHP, and also on the dashboard part, which is the main PHP and HTML part. So the first module I would like to discuss that I implemented was the add coach module. So in this add coach module, if you have to add a new coach, you can directly add a new coach by filling out the details over here. So this was really helpful for the non-tech guys to add a new coach to the system. Earlier what we need to do was, the non-tech guys used to inform the tech team to add the coach, and then these changes were made to the all the database and the whole code base. So the another module implemented was the allocate module. We also have the defined ratio for the coaches to be allocated to the users. If a coach is having the too many users, so the ratio of that coach can be set to 0, so that no new user should be allocated to that particular coach. And this allocate module was basically also made for the non-tech team, so that they can change the coach allocation accordingly to the need, so that they do not have to ask their tech team to change the values in the code every time. Another module implemented was the change status module. So this was very helpful to the management team, as change status module used to help them to set the status of the particular user as offline, inactive, or pause, and set the date accordingly. And even they could enter a small note so that they can next time check that why this status was implemented and why a status was set for a particular user. So this status will change the color of this box, and the coach will be alerted with that particular color that the status of the particular user is this, and you have to make the plan accordingly. The next module I would like to discuss is the timeline module. So if a CRM guy is talking to the user over the phone and he wants to discuss about his plan and the things that went wrong, or if they want to something else, so that user CRM expert should have all the details of the user at a single page. So this was implemented by considering that requirement, all the purchases of the user, the coaches he was allocated, and the statuses he was on at different times will be displayed here, and you just have to enter the user ID and click on view log. So another most important feature that was implemented by me was the customized plan link generation. So from this page you could generate any link for any kind of product and select any kind of coach. Earlier this was not available, and you have to activate the plan manually by going in the manual activation module. But now by this method you just have to send the link, and the receipt of the purchase will be mailed to the user, and his plan will be activated automatically. So this works by the principle of webhook. When we generate the link of the InstaMojo gateway, a webhook is entered in the post request, and after the successful payment, the InstaMojo servers hit our servers with that webhook link, and the parameters that are saved in the post request allow us to verify the purchase, and the plan is activated accordingly. So another main feature that was implemented was getting the data to the spreadsheet. Earlier the user purchase data or the pending payment data was added to the spreadsheets manually by the CRM guys or the sales team. So this was very hectic task and very time consuming. So I used the Google Sheets API before to add the data to the spreadsheets directly by making a service account in the developers group Google. So this is a very important feature and is getting used very frequently, and last status was made by this. So this is the developer account in the Google groups, Google developers. So this makes the changes to this by using the scripts, and this is becoming very handy right now. So the another thing that was implemented was the changes in the coupon module. The coupon module, I added an applicant type and the minimum plan price. And applicant type, earlier there was no condition on who can apply the coupon, because any user was able to apply the that particular coupon. But now with this applicant type, we can allocate the category of users that can apply this particular coupon, and with the minimum plan price coupon, we can cap the price for the high priced coupon or high discount coupons. So that comes very handy in these cases. So another main thing that was implemented was the Paytm. Like earlier we used to accept payments with the credit card, debit card only, but by integrating the Paytm gateway, now we can even accept the payments through Paytm Cash, because it is a ongoing demand of the market and this need to be implemented. And for this I went through the Paytm documentation and read through the PHP code and incorporated it according to our system and implemented it. So for our offline running programs like Fitso Seals, Triathlon and 100 Runners program, the detailed summary was needed over the site. So like these are the pages that display the detailed summary and the plans that are going on and the coaches, and the testimonials are over also there. So this is a detailed description of all the offline programs, and these are developed in Bootstrap, and these are very informative and for the people who like see the Fitso trending or somewhere and want to check it out, and these are the pages that comes very handy in those cases. So another important application was of the nutrition part. Like earlier, whenever we used to make the workout, so the one has to check it out on the app. But with the advent of this PDF plan, then you can send the diet chart directly on the mail to the user by just a click. So this is encoded by the FPDF library of generating PDFs through PHP language, and this is a very handy way of dealing with the customers who do not know how to use the app, or who want to hand over the diet chart to his maid or his mother, whoever is in charge of the kitchen. So this is a very cool way of sending the diet chart over the mail, and a similar way the diet chart is implemented for the workouts too, and the workouts are sent accordingly on the mail. So another application included like generating a script that would generate workouts accordingly for the people who opt for the weight loss or weight gain plan but do not opt for the coach. We generate an artificial intelligence based script that generate workouts for the user for a week by considering the activity level and the muscles you need to relax and stretch, and other things like the target weight and the current weight. So according to this performance over the week, the script analyzes this data and accordingly makes the workouts for the next week or so. So similarly, and another feature was implemented that contained the Fitbit integration with our app. So earlier there was no integration with the Fitbit, but we just voted only Strava or Runkeeper. So with the growing flow of Fitbit and the number of people who use Fitbit, we have to integrate it, and by integrating Fitbit, we have accumulated the data of Fitbit track runs and ride and the Fitso track run and ride in our own database. So for a user who tracks with Fitbit or Fitso, according to his choice, he can see his whole data over the Fitso app in a very confined manner. So in this way, this comes handy for the users who track data sometimes with Fitso and sometimes with Fitbit band, and according to the requirement of the user. So another thing implemented was the CRM dashboard, where we have to give only right to the CRM people, so that they shouldn't be able to edit the diet chart or the workout plan for the particular user. So, but they should be able to easily manage the calls with the users to check out with what are the kind of services that are being provided and are they being provided in a good manner, and etc. So these were the important highlights of my project, and it was a very nice experience being with Fitso for the last 6 months, and it's great to get an intern at a startup and get to learn too many things that earlier I was even not aware of, and I am looking forward to join Fitso as a backend developer soon. So that would be all. Thanks.